Good morning. I'm Cyndi Ross, the Restoration Program Manager for Friends of the Rouge. I am happy to bring you to the river today on this Take Me to the River, 14th segment of Take Me to the River. I am in Northville's historic Middle Rouge Village, and I'm going to turn where we did a stream bank stabilization project, partnering with the Northville Historical Society back in 2012. And I'm having technical difficulty today. Nothing is working right. Can't seem to turn the camera around. So I'm just going to have to try to show you without being able to see what I'm looking at. So in 2012, the stream bank that you're looking at here was largely void of vegetation. They were mowing many places right to the water's edge. And as a result, we had a lot of erosion and sediment coming into the water. So we worked together to obtain a permit from the state of Michigan. You do need a permit to do this work. And what we did was we installed core logs. They're coconut fiber rolled in logs similar to like a tree trunk. And we attached them at the toe of this riverbank all the way down to the dam. I don't know if you can see the cement down there, but that is the dam at the site. And so we put in those coconut logs. We planted native flowers and grasses and sedges and shrubs up the bank and in those core logs. And as you can see, it filled in quite nicely. Some of the things that are here now are things maybe that we didn't plant, or there's a few trees that were here. But the water is shaded. We've drastically reduced the stream bank from eroding, and we've created some habitat and some really nice looking riparian areas. So I am going to walk you over and tell you a little bit about this little historic village. So this was a former gristmill site, and the land was donated to the city of Northville by Ford Motor Company. And in 1972, they brought structures from the city of Northville here to the site to preserve them. And I think they also reconstructed some of the buildings here on site. So what we have is a cute little village reminiscent of days gone by. We have a general store. There's a church, a one-room schoolhouse, a beautiful gazebo, some beautiful Victorian era homes, and this bridge, this rustic bridge, which is a bridge that is designed after a bridge from the Revolutionary War era. It actually was the bridge where the war started. So here I'm going to try to show you some of the vegetation. We've got some really cool things like some native shrubs here. We have, this is buttonbush. It has a really cool flower. It looks like a little ball when it's in full bloom. Very neat. We've got some dogwoods. Here we have some common milkweed coming in. We didn't plant that, but it's great habitat and smells wonderful when it's in bloom. We have some sedges coming in here. We have some irises and some sweet flag. Some beautiful dogwood shrubs here. So just great habitat, deep root structures that are able to hold that soil in place. So when the water rises, those roots are deep below the soil. Many of our native grasses and flowers have root structures that can grow down as far as 15 feet. Most of them between 8 and 10 feet. And they're growing straight down, and they're very fibrous, and there's lots of them. So they almost create like a living wall below the soil that's really helps to protect that soil from eroding away. Our typical lawn grass has root structures that are only 3 to 6 inches deep. That's the maximum you can get. So there's nothing there to help reduce erosion. And so when the water rises and falls, it just scours the stream bank out. So the best thing a riparian landowner can do, someone who lives on the water, is to plant some native vegetation along that stream bank to protect their banks, provide habitat, improve water quality, which of course is the most important thing for us. Just so many benefits from incorporating native flowers into your home gardens, whether you live near the river or not. One of the leading sources of pollution in our Rouge River today is urban runoff. And so every time it rains, water is leaving your property, entering that storm drain on the street, and in our suburban communities, flowing right to the river, untreated. So it's carrying with it all the road salt and motor oil from our streets, as well as extra nutrients from our lawns in the summertime. So keeping that water on site is really beneficial. And you can do that simply by directing your downspouts to flow into a vegetated area, or even better, create a rain garden, which is slightly depressed, creating kind of a shallow bowl or a saucer, really, to store that water temporarily, so that the floodwaters can go before that water is slowly released back into the system. So I apologize I can't show you everything in detail as I wanted to, but I hope you have a wonderful day and stay well. Be safe out there. COVID is on the rise, so wear that mask, wash your hands, and be well.